Hi, my name is Molotov Bees, and this is a sketchbook tour of everything that I drew during March Hotel. For those who don't know, March Hotel is an art event on Discord created by Naka and Voland. They and their amazing team of staff put together daily quests, fishing ponds, gesture streams, and a whole bunch of other fun. So every day, you do quests, and you draw things, and it's... oh my god. This is what I get for not writing a script. You know what? Forget it. Let's just get into it. So I did get everything taken out of this sketchbook so I can use all of the paper that is left. It makes me so happy. So, my favorite thing to do is to keep the front page just for testing, swatching, or whatever else. So, have a scribble. The very first thing that I drew in March Hotel is the infamous Timu Fountain. So this was the first thing that I drew. And it features some of the lovely fish that you have a chance of catching. And these are gesture drawings from the first day, I believe. Yep, and this is the only live gesture stream that I was able to make it to. I really like how the 10-minute one turned out. Oh, and this is when I opened up my little shop. And a silly snail for one of the quests. A character based off of a butterfly that I have hanging on my wall. This quest was to add extra facial features. And this is the Golden Goblin himself. The greedy bastard, our grand host of the March Hotel. Also the name of the bot that they used to give you coins for your quests and such. This was the cheapskate quest for the Grand Feast. So we've got some chopped up moles, snails, and weeds. This is someone's character that I drew from my shop, as well as this snake and this dragon. And that's everything that I did on my fancy smooth paper. Let's see. Now this sketchbook I had started before, drawn some little doodles in, lots of practicing lines and shapes and a little bit of forms. Then some ladybugs I drew back in February, and then everything after that is for the March Hotel. This is my character, Montgomery, who I created as my March Hotel guest. His entire character is literally just based off of my username, Molotov Bees. So, he's the bee man. He throws Molotovs, which may or may not contain flaming bees. A gesture drawing. Now, here's where we get into my motto for this entire month, which is fail fast, learn fast. So, as you can see, my proportions were completely off. Like, this guy's got a big head and almost no torso at all behind this guy. It's like, he turned out okay. We got a bit of a big head on Blue here, but, you know, it was fun. And I loved using the sharp angles and lines on this one. I do love how this turned out. Now, you'll see a lot of blank paper on the other side. I did start not leaving blanks later on, but you can kind of see the other sketches through it. I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but muscle study, random doodle. I think this was one for hard surfaces. This was someone's character that I drew for my shop. Another shop piece. This one, you're supposed to draw the person's body underneath the clothing. But what's really underneath all the clothing? It's bees. Because of course it is. One of the quests was to draw a cat, and this is the cat that I picked because my husband absolutely loves cheetahs. And then I got a gesture sketch, skull study. It's like I did the same skull twice and it turned out completely different. I need to work on my skulls. This one was to exaggerate proportions, so I made her neck really long and her legs really short. Fishing pole. The monster in the lake is a bee. And there was a character. I think his name was Phil. And there were a bunch of quests involving Phil to design him an outfit and a vehicle and a girlfriend. This is the vehicle. Yeah, there's a monster in the lake, but it's okay because Phil tamed it. He's got a bee. More gesture studies. Monkeys. This, another fail fast, learn fast. The gesture, you needed to rotate it in your mind and draw it from a different angle, and I failed pretty spectacularly. This one was change the hairstyle, and another cheapskate quest for designing a pet. So the cheapskate's got a cockroach. Got some horse gesture drawings. All of the animal gesture drawings were supposed to be done in 1 to 3 minutes. I think I might have spent 5 on probably this one and this one, but it's really easy to lose track of time unless I actually set a timer. Got some hands, trying to draw the skeleton underneath the skin, and study on the different types of colors. So, you know, we've got some I think the orange is like the bounce light. We've got like the actual shadows, and that is the end of this one. This is the first sketchbook I finished in probably 8 years, and it is an indescribable feeling to accomplish something like that after so long. Oh, yep, here's Phil and his girlfriend. I think I combined this with another quest. You're supposed to draw our characters at a picnic, so I did a teeny little doodle of my character while Phil goes on a picnic with his girlfriend. Yeah, a spider made out of boxes. This was didn't turn out too good. Trying to exaggerate perspective. I remember not having much time to do anything this day, so everything was rushed. Bird gestures. Stylized hands. This one was dress the character. So, gave her a nice poofy outfit. Frog gestures. Well, these frogs took up 2 spreads because I wanted to draw them nice and big. I spent extra time to come back and do a little butterfly on this one. Study someone else's art style. Circus thumbnails. This was another circus piece, like draw your character as an egg. So it's like, okay. I asked for feedback on my art at one point, and someone told me to start drawing from reference upside down to better get the shapes. Because apparently it helps you stop, like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna, sketch out the head and then the neck and the arms. Instead, you end up seeing more of the negative space and the more vague shapes and angles of how everything connects without getting it into your head of, this is a head, this is a shoulder. And then after I did that, I added the clothes on top. These are plant gestures. This is another one that I did upside down. I did all of the orange in upside down, and then I flipped it and added in the plants and shadows. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna darken the shadow on him, and now it looks like I didn't draw upside down at all. It looks like I just, slapped him together, but, I overworked it. It's a learning experience. Got some landscape thumbnails. All of these are snippets from the same image, and basically it's taking smaller areas to focus on and treating it as their own landscapes. So instead of this big image that I'm drawing from, I just cropped out these little squares to focus on, and then added some ladybugs, squirrels, birds, and something. Yeah, these were more 1 to 3 minute gestures for circus poses. I think these guys were on a roller coaster. Yeah, their furry quest. It's like add animal features on top of your figure. These are thumbnails for it's like a greenhouse themed room in the hotel. Expression exaggeration, light study, and here's my character Molly with some fancy new weapons that another person at the hotel designed for her. And that is the end of that. Let's see, I also there was a gesture quest to only draw the light. So I got out a black piece of cardstock for that. And design a drink. So I just did that on the other side for fun. There was a design your room in the hotel. Just a standard little sketch. See, I got this a long time ago, and this is the first time it's been used. So it's fun to actually use things that I've had for a long time. And I drew this for a person who held a contest. And they just... The winners, they just threw a whole bunch of coins at. But I didn't place. That is okay. I had a lot of fun drawing it. I'm the only person who did a traditional art piece. Okay. And from there, everything else is digital. So we'll get into that. Starting off with my hotel guest Montgomery, I bit off a bit more than I could chew with this and drew him too many times, and there were too many quests going on to get it finished. I got the sketch submitted, but I ended up having to color it later just to get my ID finished. This was for the album redraw. This is also where my regret sets in. I did not record making this, and I spent about 4 to 6 hours on it, and I really wish that I had done more. Here we get back into Phil, and after the regret of not recording the last one, I did record this. I just drew his outfit right over the top of the reference model. A lot of other people did this too. I thought he had a really sad office worker look to him, so I gave him half of a suit because of, I figure, you know, he looks like he just stays at home all day. So he dresses up just enough for the Zoom meetings. My fish design, suspiciously fresh sushi. This was for the quest for where is that goop coming from. This was a daily gesture drawing that I decided that I wanted to record. It was for changing the lighting in the direction that the light is coming from. It was a fun little exercise. This one I wish I had recorded more than anything else the entire time, because I used it for the redraw at the end of the month. Oh well. This was to design a crate, and it's all wonky, but I did it in 10 minutes, so I'm pretty proud of myself on that, despite how silly it looks. This was to design a plant that would grow more or less out of mole corpses, according to the quests. I didn't really have much of a direction with this. I just was doodling. But it was fun to draw. Like, I imagine it'd be kind of a predatory plant that would eat insects or something. This was for a what is that shape? The flower and the hummingbird were the shape given, and I added the twig and the flower stem. Later on there was another one, and I did every shape that was given. Got a rabbit coming out of the portal, an exploding peep, a funky mask, and a flow reference. Yeah, my daughter said, that one looks like a boat, so of course I had to draw a reference for her favorite movie. This was for a screen cap redraw, and I had recently watched Tales from Earthsea, the Ghibli movie, and I really enjoyed it, so I pulled up a screenshot from a screen cap website, and this is the one I picked. I really love the way that the light comes through behind him, and it was a lot of fun to do. I really struggled with the clouds, but At least I used color picking for this one, because I'm not sure it would look so good otherwise. This was a quest to design a key. These were color and value studies. I had to use the same palette 3 different ways. These are value studies. I really didn't like how the girl turned out. I feel like I really overworked it. But basically doing 2 styles of shading and then combining them together for the finished product. But I decided to do the quest over again using a different reference and try and clean it up a bit. I used a pen that didn't have varying opacity or texture or anything to keep it nice and crisp. Another one I wish that I had recorded, another fish design, just a white koi fish. I was feeling really burnt out this day and I didn't think it would turn out very good. A composition study, and a second album redraw. I almost forgot to start recording on this one, but thankfully I remembered. I decided to go with Gooseworks' General Nausea album art, and I just absolutely love it. I didn't add in all of his little army beside him, but I at least got him. Gave him a lot of extra beams of light behind him, just for fun. I think he turned out super cute. I didn't use any color picking for this one, so he's a lot more orange than the original picture, but I like how it turned out. Another fish drawing, this one was a quick doodle. An ugly color palette study featuring Molly. Oh, the animation quest. It's like, this was really difficult and it took me a couple hours to get done, but I powered through and I'm glad that I did because animation is something that I want to learn. I already had the colors blocked in before I started recording this. I did color picking from a Ghibli screenshot. I think it was from Kiki's delivery service, because I wanted to make sure that I got the colors really vibrant, and what's more vibrant than Ghibli? I just used the leaf brush that, Krita has by default. Really block in some good shapes. I wish that I put more texture on the trunks, and the light coming out of the hotel, I think, should have been reflecting off of more of the foliage, but in the end, I do really like how this turned out. And the sparkles make me happy. Someone was making a signature spread for the March Hotel magazine, so I made one specifically for it. This was the last gesture quest of March Hotel, and I drew Monty and some of the friends that we made along the way. Remember the bird I mentioned earlier? My favorite thing that I did this entire March was the redraw quest at the end of the month. I didn't record the first one, but I at least knew better and recorded my redraw. I spent about a little bit over an hour on it. which is about the same amount of time that I spent on the first one. The first one I couldn't even be bothered to add in any of the water effects or textures, and the shapes are really boring, and all in all, it's just a pretty sad end product for the same amount of time that I spent on this one. If March Hotel taught me anything, it's how to draw quickly and not fuss so much about the details until you're actually ready to fuss about the details. There's so many quests over the month and so many things that I had to draw in order to complete even half of the quests. And it just really taught me how to see things and get them onto paper, onto a digital canvas quickly. And just the amount of improvement. It's like I probably could have gotten this result if I had tried before, but it would have taken me a lot more than 1 hour. It's just something that I'm really proud of myself for. To spend roughly the same amount of time creating something that's so much more lifelike and alive. And I saw a lot of similar comments during the March Hotel, just how much people feel like they've actually improved thanks to this wonderful, wonderful art event that Naka, Voland, and all of their staff put together. It feels like we made a real community and a real difference in the art world just participating in this event. We drew things that were a little bit clunky and imperfect. We got to feel a sense of community and all participating in the same quests and seeing everyone's different interpretation of them. Maybe we spent a little bit too much effort on something and got a little bit burnt out afterwards, but we've got something amazing at the end of it. We got to learn new things by doing studies. We got to learn how to see shapes and animate. So many wonderful animations from people who may have never tried to animate otherwise. And we got to create new characters. And as someone who didn't have any characters at the beginning of this, I'm really grateful for the prompt and for this community as a whole. So, thank you. And I hope to see all of you there next year.